This year, I'm celebrating Thanksgiving with my 엄마, 아빠, 외할머니, 외할아버지, 친할아버지, 친할머니, 큰아빠, 큰엄마, 고모, 삼촌, 이모. You might be thinking, wait, what? 안녕하세요. Today I'm going to teach you all about the Korean family tree. Yes, it is a little bit complex. However, it is a special way to distinguish specific relative members. So by the end of this video, you'll have it all mastered. Let's get straight into the Korean family tree. First, let's start with the immediate family. So of course, in the center of the family tree, there is me, 나. So me is 나. And then my mother would be 엄마. That's the most common way to call your mom. However, if you want to be a little more formal, for instance, when you're talking about your mom to other people, you would say 어머니. So 엄마, casual, 어머니, formal. Onto the dad is 아빠, casual, 아버지, formal. So we are done with the parents and combine them together. They become 부모님, which means parents. All right, for the siblings, it's a little complicated. Let's say I am a female, because I am. So my older sister would be 언니, 언니. My older brother would be 오빠, 오빠. My younger sister would be 여동생, 여동생. In this case, 동생 means younger sibling and the 여 is referring to a female. And younger brother would be 남동생. Similarly, 동생 means younger sibling and 남 means male. So that would be my immediate family as a female. Now, if I was a male, I have different names for my siblings. So if I was a male, my older sister would be 누나, 누나. Older brother would be 형, 형. Younger sister and younger brother have the same names, luckily. So they would still be 여동생 and 남동생. So that is all for immediate family. Pretty easy so far, right? Now, before we move on to the grandparents, I have an important thing to explain. So in Korean family trees, we must distinguish the mom's side of the family with the dad's side of the family. So commonly, the mom's side of the family is called 외가. So 외갓집. The dad's side of the family is called 친가. So it has different names for grandparents too. For example, for your mom's side family, your grandma would be 외할머니. So 외 from 외가. 외할아버지. Again, 외 from 외가. But the terms 할머니 and 할아버지 itself means grandma and grandpa. Just make sure to add the 외 at the front. Now, for the dad's side family, you would simply just switch out the 외 for 친. So 할머니 would become 친할머니, your dad's side grandma, and 친할아버지, your dad's side grandpa. Not too hard, right? So now let's move on to the grandparents. So 할머니 is grandmother, 할머니, and 할아버지 is grandfather, 할아버지. Now, here comes the complicated part. In Korea, we distinguish the mom's side family and the dad's side family. So mom's side family would be 외가. So you would have to add the term 외 in front of grandparents. So for example, your grandma on your mom's side would not just be 할머니, but 외할머니. And grandpa would be 외할아버지. Now, for the dad's side family, we refer to them as 친가. So switch out the 외 with the 친. So your grandma on your dad's side would be 친할머니, and your grandpa would be 친할아버지. However, when you call them directly, you would just say 할머니 or 할아버지. 할머니, 할아버지. It's just only if you have to distinguish them, for example, to other family members or to your friends, you would say Oh, my 외할아버지's birthday was last week. Now let's move on to aunt and uncle. You must distinguish between your mom's side family and your dad's side family for them. So let's move to your mom's side family first, your 외가. If you have an aunt on your mom's side family, they would be called 이모, 이모. 큰 이모, 작은 이모. So your older aunt or smaller aunt, depending on if they're a younger sibling or an older sibling of your mom. Now, on your mom's side, if you have an uncle, he would be 삼촌, 삼촌. 큰 삼촌, 작은 삼촌. So that was your mom's side family. 이모, aunt, 삼촌, uncle. Now, let's move on to your dad's side family. If you have an aunt on your dad's side, they would be called 고모, 고모. And if you have multiple 고모s, they would be distinguished as 큰 고모, 작은 고모. Now, if you have an uncle or uncles on your dad's side family, they would be called 큰아빠 or 작은아빠, depending on if they are older than your dad or younger than your dad. So if your uncle is older than your dad, they would be 큰아빠, which in literal translation, it means big dad. And if your uncle is younger than your dad, they would be 작은아빠, which in literal translation would be small dad. So that is how you call your uncle on your dad's side. For cousins, it's actually pretty simple. There's only one term to refer to them. It is 사촌. So remember, 사촌 goes in front of what you would call them if they were your siblings. So for example, it would be 사촌 언니, 사촌 오빠, 사촌 동생 if you're a female like me. And if you're male, you would refer to your cousins as 사촌 형, 사촌 누나, 사촌 동생. So simple rule. So commonly in Korea, if you talk about your grandparents or your relatives at all, people would ask, oh, is it your 외가 or 친가? Which is distinguishing the mom side family and the dad side family. So it is a bit complex. However, it is a good way to distinguish specific relative members. So it'll be super useful if you plan on living in Korea or talking to Koreans. Hope it helped.